Hello, this is John Piper with the Wednesday video, and it's the 10th of January. I'm looking at Bitcoin today. I thought, I'm not actually good over a cold, I'm afraid, but I thought with this ETF coming online, it was quite important for us to have a quick review of what's going on. I mean, the ETF is quite an interesting addition to the market. Obviously, it's going to bring in new money, which obviously can be positive. Assuming it's successful, we think it's pretty much bound to be. However, it can also be a sign of kind of high sentiment. I.e., the market is ripe for an ETF, then sentiment must be fairly positive to allow that to happen. So you can also suggest that there may be a peak fairly soon to come to do that. So, I mean, also the ETF will maybe encourage some people to sell coins to put money into the ETF, so there'll be sort of transference rather than actually it won't all be new money is what I'm trying to say, but there's bound to be a fair bit of new money, I would say also. So I think the overall effect will be positive, but I think also we might be quite near a peak because of the sentiment issue. We have got the 1, 2 effect here. This could all be a third, in fact. I'm thinking this might be a third, possibly to here, in fact. I mean, no confirmation of that at this point. But it may be the ETF will sort of disrupt things for a while, and some sort of correction might come in as a fourth wave. Let me just put that on the chart as one possibility. Okay, so what I'm saying is that we've got the 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. There's possibly a 1 to there. I mean, there are possible 5 waves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Very small 2. 3 to there maybe. Again, I mean, it could be the 3 to there in fact, because that would be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, I'm calling this 3 of this sequence here. 1, 2, 3. So it's all a bit iffy really, but I'm just thinking that with the ETF there could be some kind of peak fairly imminent, I think, but higher price is probably likely. But it's not the easiest count in the world. I mean, the 1 is quite clear, I think. That does count fairly well. The 2 is very small. The 3 may go to there, I guess. So it could be at a third wave. So the fourth wave comes in, or this continues first, perhaps. Then we get something to sell off. And then we get a final one, but I think we're quite close to some kind of peak, and the ETF might have something to do with that, basically on Bitcoin. So look at Ethereum now. These really are very difficult moves to count. I mean, all these spikes there totally confuses you on Ethereum as well. It looks pretty clear, 1, 2, 1, 2. That's pretty good. There's a 5 to there. That's fairly straightforward. But ever since that, it's become really confused. I don't really want to even try to make sense of that. It doesn't lend itself very easily to any kind of formation. This is the 1 and that's the 2, and this perhaps the first part of 3. But this overlap here is very unusual. Going down, there's a full spike, I suppose. But again, the ETF will have a similar effect. I think it'll be broadly positive, but there is this sentiment issue which could suggest a more important peak. But if this is just a 1 and a 2 here, then that will be somewhere in the future on Ethereum. Can't say gold looks much clearer either, really. We've got quite a clear 5 here, which is fairly obvious. ABC down to 61.8% level. That's nice and clear, but also getting a bit confused here. Fairly decent thrust up there for the 1 and the 2, and 2A correction, hunky dory. But this is getting a bit murky, really. I mean, that could be a third wave. Then the fourth is overlapping with the 1, which of course shouldn't happen. So that could be a 1 and a 2 of 3. With this actually being the third of a third perhaps coming in. But again, it's all very, very unclear. So I've been running this ever since the 90s. That's what, 30 odd years. It's pretty rare I can't work out a count on a chart. And these ones today are really, really confusing. I don't recall it ever being as confusing as this, ever in fact. Quite what that means, I don't know. But obviously it's a bit frustrating from my point of view. But I'm sure it'll clarify. But at the moment things are just not that clear on these markets. They're still rather similar with this double top here, and there. Market going down again. So we had a, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to there, but I called 1 of 3. 2 of 3. And then it's all gone a bit pear-shaped again, really. So that was a 1 and the 2, then 3 shouldn't overlap with the 1. Big correction here, ABC here. So I think this is also a correction, and I think the short-term trend is down at the moment on silver. So again, not the easiest count, but looking more negative than positive on silver, I would say, at the moment. Sorry, that's not really. I'd rather be a lot clearer, but the charts are as they are, really. Well, I hope that's some help. I'm not sure it is terribly, but hopefully I made some interesting points that will be worthwhile. Anyway, so have a great new year. Well, at least all the best 2024. And I'll be back, cold allowing, on, let's see, probably a week on Saturday, I think. Have a great day, thanks for listening, and bye for now.